Defendants number 13, file number 13,
That's the one that I still need to split.
I am the French interpreter for this person.
We're not quite ready on that one. If the jail, if we could call another person, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
They found some more charges for that person.
All right, no problem.
It's the end of the year,
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Raul Robert Arias.
Did you say your name is Mr. Arias?
Yes, Raul Robert Arias.
All right, you have a warrant out of justice court in a previous proceeding. Douglas Taylor was appointed to be your lawyer. I'm going to set a $200 bond and give you a new court date of Monday at 1 p.m. I'm going to appoint Mr. Taylor to be your lawyer. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. So you'll have court Monday at 1 p.m. Mr. Taylor will be your lawyer. Good luck to you.
Here. Oh, see right there. Never mind. Oh, never mind. No.
Can I have your name, please?
Raul Arias.
We already took care of you. They tell you this.
We don't think matters.
He's got some city charges.
There's no files in there.
It is 3 words on cities.
No, that was the only thing in the file. No, it was number 1.
He said arrive is not before us.
Oh. All right. I guess. Can the jail give me his name, please?
Arias Raul Robert Jr.
Yeah, so he's number 7.
Just one moment, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Is there a problem with this 5 or? I've been waiting for number 7. All right, so back to your files. You have a new charge of paraphernalia out of Justice Court. And on that charge, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of November the 17th at 8:30 in the morning. And then you have 2 warrants out of city court for trespassing. The other warrant is for shoplifting. What I'm going to do on those warrants is set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be November the 14th. Judge Cranshaw. And that will be at 1:45 PM. If you get released from jail, your new court date will be December the 8th at 9 AM. And in all these cases, I'm appointing the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you. So your total bond is $100, sir. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. Every paper go down the step.
They do how they keep going up to the back.
Delegado. The delegado.
So the next one I need is number 8. Sir, can I have your name?
Javier Manuel Delgado.
Sir, you're here today because you have a warrant from shoplifting out of Justice Court. In previous proceedings, Amanda Bynum was appointed to be your lawyer. I'm going to set your bond at $200 and give you a new court date of Monday at 1 PM. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court in Tucson, in the Justice Court in downtown Tucson on Monday morning. If you don't post the bond, you will be transported for that hearing. So good luck to you, sir.
Zamorano. Thanks, Zamorano. It's
Sir, can I have your name?
Zamorano Elias Jerónimo.
Can you say it a little slower for me, please?
Zamorano Elias Jerónimo is my middle name.
Okay, sir, you're here today on charges of assault and disorderly conduct out of the city of Tucson. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 9th at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court with Judge Million. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. So you're being released. Your next court date is December the 9th. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Barnes.
Okay.
Can I have your name, please?
Yeah, Ruth Ann Barnes.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with criminal trespass in the third degree. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date, December the 5th at 9:30 in the morning on Tucson City Court with Judge Crenshaw.
Okay, so,
Standard release conditions will be no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons, but you are being released.
okay, sir, thank you.
Thank you. And to the jail, we are now ready on the French interpreter matter. The first one that you brought down.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And for the benefit of the attorneys, that person also has 15 warrants from the city of Tucson. All right, ma'am, can I have your name, please?
Madame, veuillez décliner votre identité, s'il vous plaît.
You don't need the translator, I don't think. Maybe next time.
Ma'am, do you need the French interpreter?
Maybe next time.
Yes or no?
Okay,
No,
You either have to tell me if you wish to have an interpreter or you do not. You can't pick and choose.
no, no.
Okay, thank you. All right, the French interpreter can be excused then. Thank you for your patience this evening.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
Okay, ma'am, first, you're here today on felony charges of
Yes, Your Honor, it's my first time.
possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, aggravated assault on a police officer, and then you have a warrant out of justice court for shoplifting. Plus you have 15 Tucson city warrants. Does the state have a position on these matters?
Your Honor, in light of the total of 16 warrants and the nature of the offenses, the state's recommending $5,000 on the ag assault on an officer case and $2,000 on the drug case. And as Your Honor may know, I'm the supervisor of the STEPS program. I've screened this individual. I'm rejecting her from the program. So if the court would only set the appropriate PH date, that would be appreciated because she will not be eligible for the program. So there's no point in setting the STEPS hearing for that matter.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, she's lived in Tucson for 21 years and has ties to the community. She doesn't have any felony convictions. She's unemployed and does not have money to post any amount of bond. I request that you set the bond in the aggravated assault case at $3,000 and in the other case at $1,000.
Thank you. All right, first on the drug case, I'm going to set the bond at $1,000, set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 17th of November at 1:30 p.m. with standard conditions. I am appointing the office of the legal defender on that matter. Now let's go on to her next felony matter. This is the aggravated assault. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 17th, appoint the office of the public defender. Again, standard release conditions will apply. So she'll have two preliminary hearings on that date and time. Let's go on to next her misdemeanor warrant out of justice court. On the misdemeanor warrant case, I'm going to appoint Caitlin Waters to be her lawyer. Set the matter for Monday, which is the 10th at 1 p.m. in justice court with Judge Miller. We'll set the bond in that matter in the amount of $100. Standard release conditions will apply in that matter as well.
Pardon me? What's today's date?
Well, let's go on to the Tucson City cases. As I indicated, she has 15 warrants from the city of Tucson. I'm going to set a total bond in the amount of $500. Set this matter for a video review on the 13th at 1:45 p.m. If she is released, she'll have court on the 13th at 1:45 as well. Again, the total bond on all Tucson cases is $500, and in all Tucson cases, the Tucson City Public Defender is appointed to represent her in all cases. So ma'am, you'll have court on Monday, the 10th, on the 13th, and on the 17th.
I have court. So meaning that I won't be released 3 days from now, Your Honor.
Not unless you post the bond, ma'am.
Okay, I also have a question, if I could say something. I also do have kids at home, you know, that I don't have custody of, then that is my goal to get to. And so, you know, going to be, I am in a relationship, you know, that my individual really needs me to be there. You know, I am a caregiver.
Okay, well, I've made my decision. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Can I get a signature on the bottom of that petition? Thanks.
Right, because I got the names. Well, I'm ready to see them whenever they bring them. Yeah, I haven't seen them, right? Because I thought, you know, I got the names and they brought them in the wrong order. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Stephen Brown.
What number?
Your Honor, please waive reading of his felony charge.
What number is he? Sir, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to determine your release conditions. Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a $250,000 bond with pretrial services. I won't go too much into the facts, but what's already noted in the interim complaint is a diagnosis regarding, you know, going towards certain category of individuals. There's a 2012, I believe, previously referenced incident involving that same category of individuals. It's my understanding there's a separate LEA number referenced in the facts regarding another incident involving voluminous amounts of similar, you know, things, which my understanding, not at this point, but that case will also be forthcoming. So that's why the state believes a high bond is appropriate, given the totality of the circumstances noted in the interim complaint.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson. If there is another case to come, I would ask the court to consider what's appropriate based on that case and focus today on what's being charged. He's also unemployed, so he does not have any money to post a bond. So based on the last felony history, I would ask to set the bond at $50,000.
Thank you. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 17th. I'm going to set the bond at $250,000 cash secured. Standard release conditions will apply. Additional conditions is no unsupervised contact with minors. I'm appointing the office of the public defender to represent him in all further proceedings. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, this is Court Interpreter Pedro Davis standing by for the Spanish speaker who may have been about 12 in this evening's list. I'll stand by.
Okay, they're just bringing them as they're bringing them, so your guess is as good as mine. Ma'am, can I have
I'll
your
stand by.
name?
My name is Andrea Vanessa Ramirez.
Ma'am, you're here today charged with, you have a warrant out of Superior Court with a $1 million bond. You have another warrant out of Superior Court with, that says that there's no bond. What's the state's position on these cases?
Judge, she's only being seen on the $1 million grand jury warrant. The other hold that you're hearing, or seeing, is she was convicted at trial of several counts of exploitation and abuse. So she'll be seen by the trial or the Superior Court on that matter. And when I looked at the facts of this current case that the warrant was issued out of, it involved tasering a DCS worker, zip tying said worker, and kidnapping 2 children. So the state would ask for the $1 million bond listed in the grand jury warrant amount.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, she's a 2 on the FTA scale and a 3 on the NCA scale. Her mother-in-law lives here in Tucson, so she does have some ties to the community. She has someone she could live with, and she would have a mailing address. She is homeless and unemployed though at this point, and so she's not able to post any amount of bond. I would ask that you set the bond at $500,000.
Okay, thank you. I'll affirm the Superior Court amount, set the matter for an arraignment on the 14th. Bond is $1 million. Legal defender is appointed. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Good luck to you, ma'am. So how do we take care of that other one that's on the calendar? All right, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
I don't see if it's true because it is.
Can I have your name, please?
Dominic Shavar Watt, sir. I apologize for the ruckus. I've been here since 12 or 11 this morning from prison. I'm frustrated. I'm cold. So I apologize.
Well, I didn't hear any of that, so I've been at work since 6:30 this morning, so. Let's talk about your case. You're here today because you have a charge of promoting prison contraband. And a warrant was issued for your arrest and the bond was set in the amount of $10,000. Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, the state's asking the court to honor the warrant amount. The discharge date is actually tomorrow, so I'd imagine that's why DOC transported him to our custody. This isn't a situation where it's harmless contraband. This individual had a weapon at DOC, and when I looked up his profile, he had at least 20 or more infractions, most of which were violent in nature, so that asking the court to affirm that bond amount when setting the arraignment.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
It appears that he's been incarcerated since 2019, so he has no job, no money to post any sort of a bond. A lower bond than $10,000 will still keep him in custody. I'd ask that you set the bond at $3,000.
Thank you. I'm going to appoint.
What?
Sir, let me talk. I am going to set your arraignment on the 14th. I'm going to affirm the prior bond amount of $10,000 and honor the request of the Superior Court judge. I'm going to appoint.
For what?
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you with standard release conditions. If you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll be seen next Friday for an arraignment. Good luck to you, sir. I'm not, he's muted. Hello, can I have your name, please?
Your Honor, you're a Spanish speaker. This time.
Okay, thank you. Sir, can I have your name?
Señor, dígame su nombre, señor.
Jaime Gerardo Nava Chacón.
Jaime Gerardo Nava Chacón.
Gerardo Nava Chacón, así es.
Sir, you're here.
Yes, Gerardo.
Sir, you're here because you have 6 warrants from Justice Court and 2 warrants from City Court.
Señor, se encuentra usted detenido esta noche por órdenes de aprehensión del juzgado de paz. Son 6 allí y otros 2 en el juzgado municipal.
In the 6 Justice Court warrants, I'm going to set your bond at $200 each.
Por las 6 órdenes de aprehensión del juzgado de paz, le voy a poner fianza de $200 cada una.
I'm going to give you a new court date of Monday at 1 p.m. in Justice Court.
Le voy a dar una fecha nueva de comparecencia a la 1 de la tarde el próximo lunes en el juzgado de paz.
Standard release conditions will apply in all cases.
Se aplicarán las condiciones normales de libertad provisional para cada uno de los casos, los
including-
6.
Including no contact with any victims and don't return to crime locations.
Entonces, no debe tener contacto con las víctimas que se alegan ni regresar al sitio de los delitos.
Lastly, I'm going to appoint Caitlin Waters to be your attorney in all cases.
Y por último, voy a designar a la abogada de oficio municipal, Caitlin Waters, para que se encargue de su defensa en sus cargos.
On your Tucson City cases, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you.
Ahora, para los casos que tiene pendiente en el juzgado municipal, voy a asignarle a los abogados de oficio del juzgado municipal para que lo defiendan.
I'm going to set your bond at $100.
Lo voy a poner fianza de $100.
I'm going to set it for a video review date on November the 14th.
Voy a programar la próxima audiencia, una comparecencia por video el día 14 de noviembre para revisar el caso.
If you post all your bonds and release, you must appear in person at that time.
Ahora, si logra depositar la fianza y lo dejan salir, debe presentarse usted ese día a esa hora, a la 1:30 de la tarde.
If you don't post your bond, you'll be transported to court on the 10th and the 14th.
Si no logra depositar la fianza, lo llevarán al juzgado o comparecencia por video el día 10 y el 14.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor. Puede retirarse. And Your Honor, with the interpreter be excused?
Yes, thank you for your patience this evening.
I don't know. Thank you.
Any idea what the next number would be? Huh? Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 5, 6, 14. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Asra Abdullah.
Can you tell me what number that is? It's like 14 or so. Okay, ma'am, you're here tonight charged with a felony of criminal damage and you have,
Sir, I got my
and you have 3 warrants from the city of Tucson. Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, the state's requesting a $10,000 bond. I get that there's no felony criminal history. What's concerning is while she's in warrant status, at least for one of the cases I see as a DV case, is essentially, destroying a store and its items and attacking people in a public setting. I would imagine there would probably be more charges forthcoming, but for now, the amount of damage to the store, the state believes the bond's appropriate as well as having been on warrant status.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
She has no prior felony convictions, and based on that, I'd ask you set the bond at $3,000.
Thank you. On the felony matter, I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the bond at $3,000 cash secured. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on the 17th. of November at 1 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, and I am appointing the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. And let's go now on to your 3 Tucson City warrants. On those warrants and the new charges, I am going to set your bond in the amount of $500. I'm going to give you a video review date of November the 14th in Tucson City Court with Judge Verena. If you post all the bonds and are released, then your new court date will be December the 8th at 9:30 in the morning. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Joseph Duda.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on 2 different matters. First, you have a felony matter of possession of narcotic drugs and misconduct with weapons. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. I know pretrial services did not flag it as a steps case, but in reviewing the actual facts of the case, the state would be recommending release to pretrial, asking the court to set a steps court hearing and inquire if defense is willing to waive time on the PH.
Attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor, we're willing to waive time and agree with that recommendation.
All right, I will reset this to a steps hearing on, that's November the 17th at 9 a.m. I will release the defendant with standard conditions and set the preliminary hearing on December the 22nd at 1 p.m. The steps hearing is a program that will allow you to get your case dismissed by completing counseling. Your lawyer will talk to you about that. Let's go on to your other case. For some reason, the officer booked you into custody on a civil traffic matter, believing it was a misdemeanor. Obviously, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 8th on that matter. It is a civil traffic matter. I have no authority to set a release conditions on that matter, so you are being released. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Okay, go down the same steps that. You got it.
Yeah. Daily.
Can I have your name, please?
Patrick Daly.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with leaving the scene of an accident. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
The state have a position on release.
Your Honor, the state's okay with release to pretrial. From looking at the report, it looks like he has absolutely no criminal history.
Attorney for the defendant.
I agree.
I'm going to release you, sir, and give you a new court date of December the 1st, I'm sorry, at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. I'm appointing the office of the legal defender to represent you in all further proceedings. Standard release conditions will apply with additional conditions of no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. You are being released. Your new court date is December the 1st at 1:30 PM at Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Hands up, the mouse. Gianno. Go here.
Can I have your name, please?
Adrian Janelle.
You're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest for aggravated assault with a $25,000 bond. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, I believe he also has a charge in the Justice Court warrant for aggravated domestic violence, but nonetheless, as the court may be aware, Justice Court warrants have to issue when individuals flee the scene and they're not locatable. I looked up the facts of this specific incident, which involves the defendant beating the victim and having broken her orbital bone. And it does look like at the time he does have a history of domestic violence and an NVCA flag as well. So we're asking the court to impose that bond when setting the preliminary hearing, Judge.
All right, thank you. And can I ask the state why they just wouldn't take it to grand jury?
I would imagine that they wanted to typically, I can't speak for every Justice Court warrant, but I know in some circumstances, there may be a need to want to consult the defendant first before charges are filed and, or interview said person. I can't speak to this specific one on why that didn't occur, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 20 years and has ties to the community. He's a 2 on the FTA scale. He's also unemployed and cannot post a $25,000 bond. I request that you set the bond in this case at $10,000. Actually, 10%.
All right, thank you. I will set the bond in the amount of $10,000 cash secured. Set the matter for preliminary hearing on November the 17th at 1:30 PM. Standard release conditions will apply with additional conditions. No contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. I'm additionally appointing the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Janelle.
Same steps, sit with the males.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Henderson. That's right.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Jaden Henderson, Jaden Michael Henderson.
You're charged with organized retail theft and theft. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance. Does the state have a recommendation?
Your Honor, the state's requesting $10,000 with pretrial services. It looks like he's already on felony probation for a very similar offense. And per the interim complaint, there are at least more than 20 incidences with losses, at least in the facts that they lay out, where losses exceed $10,000.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 7 years and has ties to the community. He's a 2 on the FTA scale. He's unemployed and not able to post a $10,000 bond. I'd request that you set the bond in this case at $2,000.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 17th at 1:30 PM. Standard release conditions will apply, including to return to the scene of the crime and don't have any contact with any victims. Additionally, I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000 cash secured. Lastly, I'm appointing the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir.
Go down the same steps, sit with the males and Martinez. Oh.
Staying here until I get stand up.
Go ahead, Attorney.
Can I have your name, please?
Brandon Robert Anthony Martinez, Your Honor.
All right, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, the state's requesting a $5,000 bond with pretrial services in lieu of no bond. I'm very familiar with Mr. Martinez. He was previously in the STEPS program. He's on felony release for one of the cases that's assigned to me where he's supposed to be participating in diversion. What's more concerning is the admission to smoking crack and essentially causing some significant damage to the property there, where law enforcement indicated they would be adding additional charges, I would imagine, once they determine, the damage amount there. And as indicated in my recommendation as well, I would not accept this individual into the STEPS program again. So regardless of if the court releases or holds him, I'm asking the court not to set a STEPS hearing because I've already rejected him from the program from my review now.
Okay, then, just to clarify, you're indicating that he is on release on another matter at this time?
Yes, that's correct. Mr. Martinez is on felony release for CR 2025-3347, which is an indicted Superior Court matter.
So in lieu of no bond hearing, you're requesting a bond of $5,000.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
No objection.
All right, I'll set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. Set the preliminary hearing on November the 17th at 1:30 p.m. with standard release conditions. Additional conditions: not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victims. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings, sir. So good luck to you.
Thank you,
Next
Your Honor.
court date is the 17th.
Any conflict?
Smith.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Dalen Allen Smith.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of trafficking in stolen property, organized retail theft, and aggravated shoplifting. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a $10,000 bond based on the documented number of incidents outlined in the interim complaint. I noticed there was some criminal history involving similar conduct in that when I reviewed his pending misdemeanor cases on public access, he appears to be pending some misdemeanor theft cases, as well as having a history of failure to appear, and he's almost maxed out on both scales.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
He's lived in Tucson for 2 years and has ties to the community. I request that you set the bond at $3,000.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 17th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. Additional conditions will be standard conditions with further conditions: no contact with any victims and don't return to the scene of the crime. Sir, your next court date is the 17th at 1:30 p.m. If you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll be transported to court for that hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
That's your big. Remember, steps.
What number is the Sanders file? It's the last one on your list here. I don't have that one. I don't believe.
Is it Sanders? Sanders is number 6. Dave Sanders or Saunders?
Oh, okay. Sir, can I have your name?
My name is Natasha Mayhorn.
Sorry, I'm. See what file that would be, maybe number 4.
Number 2, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of justice court. You failed to appear and a warrant was issued for your arrest. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of November the 26th at 10 a.m. So you are being released. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. So you are being released. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Let's see.
That's not true.
Hmm? Yes, $1 million. You can just switch it over. Yeah, it was hard to tell.
Yes. Sigue siendo una sugar that's
Mike, can I have your name, please?
Joseph John Martinez.
All right, you're here today because you have multiple warrants out of justice court. In all your warrants, what I'm going to do is set the bond at $200 and appoint David Mize to be your lawyer and give you a new court date of Monday at 1 p.m. Your total bond is going to be $1,200 because you have 6 warrants from justice court. And your next court date will be Monday at 1 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply in all cases of no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, and remain law abiding. So your total bond is $1,200 and your court date will be on Monday, and you will have a lawyer on all of your cases. Good luck to you.
So am I getting released today or
You'll have court on Monday.
for a Monday?
Yes, sir.
I came here and I never had no other court besides one court.
Okay, well, you have 6 cases from justice court and they'll see you on Monday, okay?
So
Good luck to you.
Let's.
So. Other now done and still be in starting this the month must lose.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Good evening, Your Honor. My name is Tyrus Morales Jr.
Sir, you're here today charged with aggravated assault on a health worker. Does the state have a position?
Your Honor, he's a current sentenced prisoner who is here on a writ for a similar type of charge. And I believe the bond on that matter is 5,000. So we're requesting that similar bond on this matter.
Attorney for the defendant.
No objection.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, on behalf of, I can speak for myself at this moment.
It would be better that if you allow your attorney to speak for you. This is not a guilt or innocence hearing. You're already being held on other charges.
Yes.
I'm simply setting a bond so that you can get credit for the time that you're in custody.
Appreciate that, Your Honor.
So
I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 cash secured pretrial if it's posted and you are released. Standard release conditions will apply, and I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay. Your Honor,
Yeah.
if I may have a quick word with you.
I recommended that he doesn't speak.
No, sir, we're
But-
done. Good night, sir. Having an allergic reaction, something in here.
Allergic reaction to work your heart.
Yeah, probably.
13 and a half hours is enough.
Yeah, probably. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Matthew Delacruz.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Yuma County Superior Court for prison contraband. The bond has been set in the amount of $10,000. Does the state have a position?
We don't take a position on out of county warrants, but he is being held locally. And I thought the warrant was out of Pinal County, Judge. That's what the report says.
Well, the warrant I have in front of me says Yuma County.
Then they must have made a clerical error on there and on pretrial. My apologies.
It says Yuma Superior Court at the top, and the warrant's printed and it's signed by Judge Roger A. Nelson. So, attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I'm looking at his criminal case, and what I see in the felony criminal history is a case with a warrant out of Pinal County. So I guess I'm a bit confused, but he's lived in Tucson for 30 years and has ties to the community. He's being held for sentencing in a local case. I think that a lower bond would be appropriate. I ask that you set the bond at 3,000.
Thank you. I'm going to affirm the prior bond amount, but set by the Superior Court Judge at $10,000. I am going to set this matter for review, hearing, and appoint with standard release conditions. If he is released and bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Esther, it actually shows
you.
it on the second page. So on the face sheet, it's incorrect listed as Pinal, but if you go to the second page of the report at the top, it says that it's from Yuma.
Okay, thank you.
Where did they all go?
I'm still here. I think they're bringing up the next defendant.
Okay, I thought you might have left.
No.
I wouldn't have blamed you. I think Mr. Goodman was thinking about leaving too.
I saw her disappear there for a second.
These chairs aren't the most comfortable, so I stand when I get a chance.
Ah,
Better than sitting in the one next to you.
Yes.
Your Honor, Saunders refused.
Okay, thank you. All right, attorney for the defendant, what would you like me to do? He has a $10,000 bond. Do you want me to roll him over to the morning? What would you like me to do?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll be here in the morning anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
and Esther, he's held on like 3 other cases. Just
Right.
let you know.
A $31,000 bond. It looks like from the inmate lookup.
Okay, I will attempt to see him in the morning then. All right, is there anything further from anybody else then?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Have a good night.
No, thank you.
We need to clean up this mess of this other one.
We're gonna be good.